what do you teach people? So it doesn't make any difference what age they are. You just teach them the truth, and then you teach them the truth about what has happened and what is happening, and then you look at what has happened and look at what is happening, and then you say, it's nowhere near the way it ought to be. That's the bottom line. It's real simple. Look at the whole history of the people of this planet, the whole history, and look at it the way that it is now, because history is being made just now. And as far back as recorded history, right up until now, the first thing you tell every class, regardless of their age, is that people have not conducted themselves nowhere near the way that they should have on this planet, as far back as recorded history exists. There's no record of people acting the way that people ought to be acting. We should be real quality people.
Yeah.
Our standards are too low and always have been. And I mean every person on the planet. Our standards have been much too low. By now, we should be universal man and universal woman at their best, meaning the most constructive organisms that the entire universe has ever seen. Everything about doing constructive activity and enjoying it. Constructive activity and enjoying it. But most of history is all about how well efficient people were at slaughtering each other. This is what page after page after page is about wars and rumors of wars and everybody gearing up for war. And all of the heroes are warriors. I mean, in most of recorded history, when people talk about Indians, they talk about the Indian warrior. I mean, when they talk about Africans, they mention Zulus or somebody like that. I mean, because they were great warriors. Or if they talk about ancient Romans and ancient Greeks, Alexander the Great and Julius Caesar. And then they reenact the so-called Civil War, which makes no sense at all. There's no such thing as a civilized war. I mean, just the nonsense of the kind of things that they put in young minds, and then want to know why there are gangs running up and down the street slaughtering each other just because they live in a different neighborhood. That's the kind of foolishness that's been put in people's heads. All of that needs to stop, every bit of it. And let's say, well, let's start making some history for the first time that makes sense. Become universal man and universal woman.